Welcome to Bluegrass Home and Garden TV. Bluegrass Home and Garden TV is brought to you by Jimmy Nash Homes, Comfort Heating and Air, Springhouse Gardens, Back Construction, Dinger's Hearth Patio and Grill, Buyer's Paradise Furniture, and by The Studio. Join us now for Bluegrass Home and Garden TV with Amber Kanoy.
Hey, we're over at Springhouse Gardens. We're buying plants as a walk in the park once again with Richard Weber. Last time we talked about plants to consider during the hot part of the summer to attract butterflies, and now I'm thinking that we're maybe going to talk about hummingbirds.
Things for hummingbirds. Hummingbirds are one of the fun little visitors that you get to your garden if you have the right kind of flowers. And if you got youngsters, we're always talking about kids for some reason. I don't know
wonder why.
Especially when they get a little bit older. It's just so much fun to look out your window and see these little busy little hummingbirds flying all around.
Absolutely.
And plants like this, you might not at first think about a hosta to attract hummingbirds, but look at the shape of the flowers on a hosta. Anything that has like a trumpet-shaped flower, like the hibiscus, the garden phlox, the hosta blooms, this is a type of bellflower. Anything like that is going to attract that hummingbird. They've got the long beak that's made just for going in to blooms like this to get the sweet nectar.
Now the hosta is still there for parched.
These will really, this type will actually take a little bit of sun, but they could do well, probably better in partial sun to full shade. But most of these other plants like the salvia, anything in the salvia family is a great hummingbird attractor. This one is one called Golden Delicious. You should smell this. I'm going to break that off. Smell how good that is. So that's Golden Delicious. It smells really, really good. It has a beautiful red flower. The petunias, we talked about those. They'll do double duty for butterflies as well as hummingbirds.
That would be quite a treat.
Yeah. This is a neat plant, the one that you have behind your ear. This is a tropical thing. So this and this type of hibiscus will not come back. They're not hardy plants. A lot of people call this red mandevilla, but it's actually Dipladina. Dipladina.
All right.
And again, it's got that trumpet-shaped flower. Any of the colors, like red, is the main attractant for hummingbirds. So that's why when you see the hummingbird feeders, they're either
the red liquid.
Red liquid, or they have the red plastic flowers on them. That's because hummingbirds can spot this color much better when they're making their rounds around your neighborhood. And if they spot anything with bright pink or red, they'll zip on in and see if they can get some food there. You had asked me earlier, are there plants for the shade? Besides the hostas, right at our feet here, these are impatiens. And this, again, is a wonderful color to attract hummingbirds. And you'll see lots of hummingbirds, even in the shady recesses of your garden, going after impatiens.
All right. Well, I will say one thing. I think this attracting hummingbirds smells a little bit more.
It does have a pretty nice fragrance.
So the phlox and the...
Yeah, this is one of the types of honeysuckles. And honeysuckle has a bad name because there's so many invasive species of honeysuckles.
People pretty much just consider a nuisance, yeah.
But you can, these vines are really, really more tame, and there's native varieties of honeysuckle vines that we sell here at Springhouse. So you can get native ones. They smell great, and they attract lots of hummingbirds, and you know, it's just a fun vine to have up your lamppost or up a fence or something like that. So.
All right, well, if people have questions for you, Richard?
Well, find us on Facebook at Springhouse Gardens or at springhousegardens.com, or come out Harrodsburg Road. We're out on the corner of Catnip Hill Road and Harrodsburg Road. Our phone number is 224-1417.